Welcome to the 2019 FIA European Rally Championship. This is round 6 of the season when we hit the unforgiving asphalt roads of the Czech Republic for the classic Barum Czech Rally Zlín. It's the 49th running of this premier motorsport event. Hitting the home stretch of the season, which has taken us around Europe, this weekend we see champions crowned in 2 junior categories, and the overall title of the fight is heating up in this, the southeast corner of the Czech Republic. But before we get our teeth stuck into the Barum Czech Rally Zlín, let's rewind the clock to the Azores and the opening round of the season. It was a big surprise for the winner, Łukasz Habaj, who claimed his first win of the season. Alexei Lukanuk rolled out. On to round 2 in the Canary Islands. And on the asphalt stages in May, the Spanish driver Pepe Lopez took the win from Chris Ingram. A retirement for Lukanuk, second in a row for him. Round 3 in Liepāja on the gravel, young Oliver Solberg won his ERC debut. Lukanuk finished second, the first finish for him of the season. The Russian rocket was back on form. In June, a tough rally in Poland saw Alexei Lukanuk finally take his first win of the season. And then, round 5, we're in Italy on tarmac again. Gian Domenico Basso won on his home soil. So the standings look like this. Lukanuk out in front heading into round 6 of the season on 104 points. Łukasz Habaj knocked off the top in Rome. He's second in the series. So he may have taken the lead of the championship, but a time penalty in Rome kept the reigning champion off the Italian podium. And he was not happy about it. But after Rome, he's put those frustrations behind him with the Santalok team.
What is done is done. We can affect only what's going to happen, so that's the main target. Anyway, we always been fast here, and it's pure joy to drive these roads. It's, I think, one of the best roads in the world in terms of tarmac. So looking forward to push.
Still very much in the title contention is Polish ace Łukasz Habaj. He's among a very strong entry list here. Another contender for the main prize is young British driver Chris Ingram, who is also on target to win the ERC1 junior title, which will be decided this weekend on the sealed tarmac.
I feel okay. It's been a challenging year so far, but I need to relax. I've not been driving to my potential, I don't believe, so I need to drive like I know how.
His closest rival for the junior R5 title is Filip Mareš from the Czech Republic, who may feel particularly confident being Czech. He's on his home event this weekend.
I am really happy with what we achieved so far in the season, and I'm really happy we are even in the fight for the title. So I'm quite confident and calm before the fight, so I'm looking forward to the race.
The favourite for the overall victory here must be Jan Kopecki once again. Former ERC champion has won this rally incredible 7 times before, including the last 4 consecutively. So he's also driving the new evolution of car.
This is the most favorite rally in Czech. I won the ERC in 2013, so it was a really nice year. And okay, we try to win this rally for sure. This is our main target.
Czech Rally Zlín is famed for its high-speed stages on bumpy and sometimes very broken tarmac through a mixture of urban areas and narrow woodland. The stretches where experience and commitment behind the wheel are absolutely essential. But as always, after the qualifying stage on Friday morning, it was on to the opening ceremony and the start order selection. Friday afternoon in Zlín, all the drivers gathered in the centre of the city for the road picking order. An extremely popular event, this one. No surprise that fastest in the qualifying stage was Jan Kopecki. Chose to open the road. First on the road on this tarmac event. Second fastest is Alexei Lukanuk, choosing to go third. Philip Mares ready to start fourth on the road here. And Chris Ingram starting 13th after not the fastest time in the qualifying stage. But plenty of fans at the podium. This sport is so popular here in the Czech Republic. And then after the processional start and the pomp and ceremony, the sun sets and the city is on lockdown for the iconic Stage 1, the Zlín street stage. Late at night, round the bus stop with the fireworks, no surprise, Kopecky was fastest in the first stage. But day one starts properly. 8 stages on Saturday morning. So many fans along the route, 1 service halt today. And then the last 2 stages run in the dark. Sunny weather in Zlín, temperatures around 20 degrees Celsius for the opening stage of the event. And first on the road this morning, with the best position, thinking that the tarmac is all clean, is Jan Kopecky. Driving the new evolution of the Skoda Fabia here this weekend. We saw the debut of the new Fiesta Evolution in Rome last time.
Pravá 3 travy, 60, levá 3 dlouhá, 80, pravá 5 možná travy, 80, levá 2 a pravá 1 delší 100 vlevo.
Pavel Dresler calling out the pace notes. It's the first time we've seen this car on the ERC. First on the road, second fastest in stage 2. Not on full attack mode yet. Quickest in all the stages this morning.
I'm not sure if the first position was the best choice, because it seems that the road is getting a bit quicker all the time. You know, it's getting more grip from the tires.
Second on the road this morning is Nikolai Gryazin, the Russian little rocket. Third fastest for him in stage number 2, which was the opening test of the day today. Gryazin fastest in stage number 3, more confident with his pace notes in the second test of the morning. Gryazin having a moment in the middle of stage number 4. Big slide on a gravel section, nearly off into the ditch. And then drama in stage 5, where we are at the moment. Picks up a puncture, having to drop more than 2 minutes, losing time to change it mid-stage. So with that done, plug back in, car up.
First part really nice and clear without any pushes, no hits, but yeah, we lose everything, so.
Dropping to 19th in the standings for Gryazin. Piloting the DS3 R5 is Alexei Lukanuk, third on the road this morning. Sets the fastest time in stage number 2, but as always with Alexei, he's pushing hard from the start here in Zlín.
Налевый 0 длинный, тире 1 минус. 40 правый 0, 110 ретардер.
See the chicanes put in the middle of the road here just to slow the average speed down of the ERC competitors. Second quickest in stage number 3, but Alexei's not really happy with the car on the bumpy parts of the stage. Doesn't feel like he's getting enough grip and adhesion to the stage. But flying in stage number 4, fastest time he sets in stage number 4 with a big push and some close calls. 3 seconds slower than Kopecky in stage 5.
Strange feeling with the car again, I don't know. Stage is different, so it works different way.
So at the end of stage 5, Lukanuk not very happy with the performance of the car. On the ERC, this is Philip Mares. Fourth on the road this morning. Mares is fighting with Chris Ingram for the ERC1 Junior Championship title this weekend. Mares very careful on the opening stage of the day. 13th fastest through the stage, so not the best start to the event for him. But in stage number 3, he's 4th fastest. He dials back and responds to that slow time from stage number 2. He was 5th fastest through stage number 4, but wasn't happy with his pace. Too many mistakes, he was saying to us. 6th fastest in stage number 5. Mares is 5th overall in the event. Is he happy with everything at the moment?
I'm quite disappointed with my performance. It's not so good as I need. I can do it better.
After a disappointing qualifying stage on Friday morning, Chris Ingram is elected to take 13th position on the road today. Ingram is 4th fastest in stage number 2, and a good start for him. He was the 2017 ERC3 champion. But Chris saying he was a little bit too relaxed in stage number 3 and was 10th fastest through that one. However, Chris Ingram, who's been struggling for sponsorship all season, you can see that there by the lack of stickers on the side of the car, woke up and responded in stage number 4 and was 2nd fastest through stage 4. He was 4th quickest in stage number 5, going through and wrapping up the morning's loop. 3rd in the standings overall. At the end of the morning's loop, he's 1.6 seconds ahead of Václav Pech.
We sat at the start on cold tyres, and a few big slides early on, not even pushing, it was lethal. I thought Philip would be quicker than that, so I'm pleased.
So with 5 stages down in the Czech Republic, Alexei Lukyanuk is out on top, beating Jan Kopecky in the opening stages by 0.4 of a second. Chris Ingram is in 3rd position at the moment. After stage 5, the crews are back in service for a 30-minute halt in front of many, many fans down in the service park. ERC champion from 2013, Jan Kopecky, is happy with everything. We'll be back in the Czech Republic in a minute. Okay, welcome back to the Czech Republic. This is the FIA European Rally Championship, round 6 of the 2019 season. It's the classic Barum Rally based in Zlín. With an entry list of over 50 ERC categories this weekend, let's have a look at the ERC2 class first, and Zelindo Meligari. Switching from his Mitsubishi to the Abarth in Rome, he was concerned about his driving style and this car handling on this bumpy tarmac this weekend. Had a spin in stage 2 and a massive off in stage number 3. That put the Zelindo out of the rally and the crew in the hospital. With fractured ribs and intensive care, both driver and co-driver are okay and conscious, but we won't be seeing them on the ERC for a long time. We wish them both a speedy recovery. Dariusz Polonsky, the former circuit racer, has been rallying since 1999. Currently 2nd in the ERC2 Championship, also 2nd in the Abarth Rally Cup. However, Dariusz is struggling with the rear-wheel drive car on the bumpy and very jumpy tarmac here in the Czech Republic. He was in 2nd position until a technical problem forced the crew to retire in stage number 6. Here we are, Juan Carlos Alonso having a little bit of a spin in slow-mo in the stages. The Argentine crew won their last ERC2 round in Poland. Picking up problems with the car and having a last 2 stages of the day was unable to push. Transmission problems for him. Andrea Nucita from Italy, the Sicilian former junior Italian rally champion, was very happy with his pace. Slow puncture for him in the last 2 kilometers of stage number 4, being careful and looking at the ERC2 Championship. Chance to take the lead after Zelindo's retirement. Now for the ERC 3 Juniors, the final round of the season and the true junior class. All drivers under the age of 27 piloting the two-wheel drive R2 cars. And with 3 drivers could still win the title here. Estonian Ken Thorn has a slim 6-point lead over Spaniard Efren Lorena and the Norwegian Sindre Furuset.
Of course, I want to win the rally and the championship, so we will work very hard and we will try to do it. There is a lot of loose gravel on the road, a very fast corner, and suddenly at the middle of the stage you have a lot of bumpy, a lot of dirty, so we'll see what happens, but we are very confident.
It's feeling like just another rally, because I don't want to think about a lot of the championship and possible to win the champion's title. So I want to do my own work the whole weekend, and then let's see where we are at the end. I think it's one trickiest rally of my life, and I enjoy it a lot.
However, the rally got off to a bad start for Ken Thorn, delayed on the super special stage behind a competitor who made a mistake. The team tried to appeal and get 10 seconds back, but to no avail, which meant they had to start leg 1 proper on Saturday morning on the back foot. Talented French driver Jean-Baptiste Franceschi, the former kickboxing champion and French junior rally champion, is only competing here this weekend. Impressive day 2 for him. Sindre Furuset, however, the Norwegian, is doing well. Joined the Santalot junior team in 2019 after driving for Opel last season. Had 3 podiums and 2 retirements this season. Eric Sykes, in his hometown, goes to school in Zlín here. Recent convert from mountain biking. Only just turned 20, showing good pace here. Very impressive on his home soil, keeping up with the more experienced drivers. 5th in his class at the end of the day. However, championship leader Ken Thorn is making up places on the leaderboard. A very careful drive in the morning loop of stages. It's his first time on this uniquely difficult rally. He's historically a gravel specialist growing up in Estonia. But battling for the title with rivals in Lorena is incredibly tight and finishes the day 4th and 21 seconds behind this guy. The Spaniard is experienced. He was here last year on the rally. Co-driver Sarah Fernandez having a very strong season so far, leading the ERC Juniors by 7 seconds and picking up valuable day points at the end of the day. Okay, with 4 stages left to go on day number 1, 1 service halt and a light fitting zone later on. We get stuck in with Hiroki Arai on the first stage of the morning. Not a good start for him.
Yeah.
Off the road for Hiroki Arai, retired for the day. Marian Griebel, 12th on the road this morning, improving his stage times. Stage after stage, he's happy, Marian Griebel, this weekend. Is 6th overall at the end of the first leg. However, Jan Kopecki making some small changes on the car during service. Finds the handling is much better in the afternoon loop. Jan's fastest in stage number 6 and 2nd quickest in stage 7. He could take a bit more risk, but the rally's long, as he says, and doesn't want to push too hard. However, Nikolai Gryazin almost adopting the same style as Alexei Lukanig with a win it or bin it mentality. Picking up a puncture earlier in the morning, he's got nothing to lose now. So he's 2nd fastest in stage number 6 and fastest in stage number 7. An absolutely brilliant drive from the Russian driver. One of the hardest tests of the rally as well. He's 17th overall at the moment.
Now we don't have any targets with the standings, so just why we're enjoying, and this stage is incredible. I think the onboard should be really fun.
He's certainly coming out of his box over these past couple of seasons, following in the footsteps as Alexei Lukanek. An incredible battle with the Russian and the Czech driver Jan Kopecki today for the lead of the rally. Just 0.4 of a second separate them after 5 stages. Lukanek third fastest in stage 6. A bit surprised and a bit disappointed by his third quickest time. Philippe Marège, he was 5th fastest in stage 6 and feeling a lot better and more confident with the Skoda Fabia than the morning loop of stages. Marège was 4th fastest in stage number 7th and 5th overall before the last 2 stages of the day. Václav Pech, a former winner of this event when he was driving the Mini a few years ago, 6th on the road today. He won the Czech Rally Zlín in 2003, and the last time he won it was in 2014. All is working well for Pech today with no issues for him, no drama. 3rd overall in the rally, 44.4 seconds behind Lukanek, heading into the final stages. However, for Łukasz Habaj, former championship leader in the ERC, he is 10th on the road today. On this high-speed section in stage number 6, makes a mistake. Extremely lucky to get away with that one. Right damage on the car, right-hand side for him. Dropping time, making a spin. Crew are okay. But the car is okay. Little bit of body shell damage on the right-hand side. We're on board with Chris Ingram now. He was 4th fastest in stage number 6, but 8th fastest in stage 7. He thought he had a puncture in the last few kilometres of the stage. Ingram drops down to 5th overall. He's 2.7 seconds behind Philippe Marège.
Yeah, I thought I had a puncture early on. We were just all over the road, just literally for a kilometre of the stage we were just all over the shop. So we've not lost too much time, it's not the end of the world. Looking forward to the next 2 in the dark.
So before the last 2 stages in the dark, it's into the centre of Zlín and the light fitting zone. Chance to refuel the cars, strap on the light pods when day turns to dusk and into night. Absolutely special and unique in the dark. We open the rally in the dark in the centre of Zlín. We wrap up day number 1 in the dark in the countryside. However, the second to last stage of the day, Alexei Lukanek picks up a puncture, picks up suspension damage in the stage. Gets to the end of the penultimate stage of the day, stage number 8, can't repair it and is out of contention for the rally. Jan Kopecki on stage 9. All good for him. He's leading the rally at the end of day 1.
We had a slow puncture. I felt like it was in the middle of the stage. I knew that the stage is not so long, so we decided to go to the end. At one point, of course, that I went off the rim, and unfortunately the suspension was broken.
So Lukanek out of contention of the win here in the Czech Republic. He was pushing hard with Jan Kopecki. So at the end of day number 1 on this tough tarmac rally, Kopecki's got a comfortable lead of 57.4 seconds ahead of Chris Ingram. Philippe Marège 3rd on the podium. Winner takes all in the Junior Championship this weekend. What will happen on day number 2 on the final 6 stages of the event? It's all to play for on round 6 of the championship on the ERC. After an overnight halt, the mist is burnt off here in the southeast corner of the Czech Republic, and we are ready for an early start on the final day of this classic tarmac event. The usual cloverleaf format that we have today. Out of the service park, to the right, 3 tests, back into the service park in Zlín, and then doing it all again this afternoon before wrapping up the rally. However, crews in the service park notice in the light of day the next morning that Łukasz Habaj's car, after the impact yesterday, The roll cage is damaged, so he can't continue.
The second rally where we could have actually gained our advantage over our opponents. Instead, we're just dropping down. So really hard moment and hard to find positives. But yeah, let's see. Let's hope we will be able to continue fighting.
So Habai out of the rally, who was in 10th position in the rally at the end of the day. Everyone getting themselves ready on the road this morning. The battle between Chris Ingram and Filip Mariš is going down to the wire. Third on the road this morning on the opening stage is Nikolai Gryazin. He's 7th in the rally after day number 1. And fastest in the opening test of the day. Anxious to make up time, but not anxious to damage the car. A massive crash for him in stage number 11. Gryazin and Fedorov were okay. However, the crew are okay, but not the car.
In one corner, I think my pace note was just a little bit more faster, but I was on the limit. I just start sliding and understand that we are going into bridge, go on the full throttle just to try to avoid and to keep on the road somehow. But no, we just have a big impact into the bridge in the rear left wheel, and the car is completely damaged with the roll bars, with everything. So.
Gryazin having a big crash in Rome as well last time out. Big crash here. Not going any further, so that leaves Václav Peš moving up 6 on the road this morning. Fighting for a podium with Chris Ingram and Mariš, but hits trouble in stage number 11 with a broken drive shaft, retiring his Ford Fiesta. Filip Mariš, the home hero here from the Czech Republic, is 5th fastest in stage number 10 on the Barum Czech Rally Zlín. He's 7th quickest in stage 11, passing the barrier that Gryazin crashes, losing a little bit of time there just to see that the OK board was up. But as Mariš is ahead of Ingram on the road, is he going to stick and wait and find out to see how Ingram's getting on in the stage?
This one was good for us, but to be honest, I'm quite angry because of the previous one, because I had to slow down around the Nikolai, and I have lost there maybe 3 or 4 seconds, which is quite a lot in the tight fight with Chris. So we need to keep pushing and to fight.
Ingram 8th on the road this morning, right behind Mariš.
Max 1 right, clip out into Max.
6th fastest in stage 10. 1.7 seconds slower than Filip Mariš. He was 3rd fastest in stage 11, 5.5 seconds quicker than Mariš. Winner takes all between these two this weekend. Ingram has a spin.
And Max 1 right half, 16.
On the gravel section, but manages to recover and keep going. Ingram 2nd overall, just 1.3 seconds ahead of Mariš to win €100,000 of support.
I had a spin on some gravel, really stupid, but the rest of it was okay. I thought we'd lose a lot more time, so no problem.
Out in front and romping home on his home soil is Jan Kopecky in the new evolution of the Skoda Fabia R5, leading the rally, 2nd fastest on all 3 opening stages of the morning loop.
62. Levá 7 od boč. 20 pravá.
Jan knows this rally well, taking no risk at all. He's got nothing to lose today without Alexei Lukanuk breathing down his coattails. He's out in front by 1 minute 19.3 seconds after 3 stages opening the morning loop. 15 stages in total this weekend. 12 stages, Mariš is 1.3 seconds behind Ingram. 3 stages to go, 3 crucial stages of their career. its showdown in the Czech Republic. Is it going to be a Czech lockout on the podium? Well, we're back for the final push of this dramatic Barum Czech Rally Zlín. But first, let's have a look at the ERC2 category, and in day one, Zelindo Meligari was off the road in the Arbath 124. Not going anywhere today. Darius Polonsky forced to retire after a technical problem on leg number 1. Restarts leg 2, setting some good times today, winning stage number 11. Currently second in the ERC2 championship, so getting to the finish is very important for points for the Polish driver. Polonsky finishes third overall at the end of the weekend. Juan Carlos Alonso in the Mitsubishi from Argentina, the guy with the most air miles on the championship. Won their last round in ERC2 in Poland, not pushing today after technical problems yesterday, and takes a comfortable second place at the end of the Barum Czech Rally Zlín. And from Italy, the Sicilian driver Andrea Nucita, quickest on 5 out of the 6 stages today in the Arbath. The rear-wheel drive car might not be suited particularly well to these roads, but nevertheless Nucita guides it home in front of Alonso and onto the podium in Zlín at the end of the day. But then, it's the final round of the ERC3 Junior Championship as well. All 3 drivers still in contention, Torn, Lorena and Sveroseth. This is Ken Torn. He's leading the championship. He has team orders to drive carefully this weekend. But drama, a puncture in stage 12, losing nearly 2 minutes on it. The championship leader looks in danger. But secure in 5th place in the rally, the title fate is now in the hands of the other drivers. Gregor Munster, the Belgian driver, had to retire with an alternator problem on the road section after the morning's loop of stages. Retired at the end of stage 12. Sindre Furesteth started the day in 3rd. The battle for the podium place was intense all day. Still a championship title contender, but the day of his dreams was slipping away. On the penultimate stage, he dropped a few seconds, but was enough to lose a place and finish the rally in provisional 4th position. Which left Eric Sykes on his home soil a very impressive drive for him. He only started rallying at the start of this season after being a downhill mountain bike champion. Had 2 stage wins today in his class, including an incredible time he set on stage 14, on which he passed Furesteth for a podium place. Finishes the rally an excellent 3rd position. And as for the Spanish crew of Eflan Lorena and Sarah Fernandez, they spent all day with a very good mathematical chance of ending the season as ERC3 Junior champions. The tension was palpable. Close stage times were not quick enough though. They lost time on the first stage of the morning, dropping to 2nd position and stayed there until the final stage, leaving it open for this guy, Jean-Baptiste Franceschi. 3 stage wins for him to put him in command of the rally, to take the lead on stage number 11 with great speed. The first time here for a difficult rally for him. Stage 15 was cancelled. Franceschi crossed the line as winner of the ERC3 class and ERC3 Juniors by 4 seconds. Lorena didn't win. Team celebrations. But in the FIA stewards room late at night on Sunday evening, there was an appeal. A 1-minute penalty was handed to Franceschi, and that changed everything.
We win the championship. We are very happy. All the members of our team deserve it. I think it was a very long season. We did a lot of good times during all the rallies, and yeah, I think it's a good prize for us.
So the rally is not won on the podium sometimes. There are appeals that go on behind the scenes. Lorena then claims victory. ERC 3 Junior Champion for 2019. The penalty for Franceschi drops him to 4th overall, and Lorena is the rally winner. After 6 rounds, this is the final showdown for the ERC 1 junior class as well. With 3 stages left to go, is the big push in the R5 cars. Stage 13, 14 and 15 on the tarmac of Zlín. Really hot today, 30 degrees Celsius in the countryside. And Alexei, with just day points to grab today, not in title contention. Quickest time in stage 14 for him. Hits a pavement though, unfortunately. The last test of the rally and got a puncture, bringing it home on his wheel rim. Up to 13th on the standings. Misses an opportunity to score big points for the championship in Zlín. For Marian Griebel, no drama, no mistake, no technical issue. A very clean rally for Griebel here in the Czech Republic. 5th overall, 58.6 seconds behind Czech driver Thomas Koska. Very satisfied to finish in the top 5 here for Marian Griebel. He was the winner of the ERC under-28 class a couple of seasons ago. So Philip Mares versus Chris Ingram on stage 13 and 14. Both of them responding, both of them attacking. Mares, 3rd fastest in stage 13. Ingram 3 seconds slower to Mares, moves up to 2nd in the rally. Mares then in stage 14 is fastest. Hands it back to Ingram. A ding-dong battle in the final 2. Back in the service park, Mares' team are waiting and watching the times. Mares is into the final stage, but is it enough?
Levá 3 plus na malý, 101. Horizont pravá 3 minus tlač přes horizont. Váže malý, 122. Brzda pravá 2, dolevá 7 minus A, neřeš odboč.
So going into the final stage, Mares is 0.6 of a second faster than Chris Ingram. The winner in this stage takes a €100,000 prize of support into the final 2 rounds of the season. But as Mares crosses the line, Ingram is still in the stage, so he has to wait. He has to wait to find out if he's won.
We are happy that we are in the finish. That's the most important thing, and I guess let's wait for Chris.
30 seconds.
Starting the stage 2 minutes later, it's Ingram.
Enjoy it. Yeah. Relax.
Ross Ritter calling out the pace notes.
80. Caution flat rightish into jump. Dip brake 70. Cut 4 left early over gravel. And Max 2 right in. 250. Max small crest. Last kilometre. 100. Max maybe crest. Slippy stop 100. Chicane right entry. Small gravel. 150. Wide, very fast, 2 left, opens, 60. Very fast, 3 left, pole over crest, 70. Max 2 left, cliff over wide crest, 80. Big stop, slow right into turn 10 left, blocks, 50. 8 right, round in,
Last 2 corners.
And max 2 left over crest half.
24.88 kilometres they're pushing. A long stage,
40.
this one.
Left on max crest. Finish. Into 4 right long. In. Okay.
Slice of the timing, Beeb.
But mate. Nothing else we can do there.
Over the tyre.
148.2.
Nah.
0.2 seconds down. Somebody had to lose, and it was Ingram.
Chris with Russ have done amazing performance during the weekend. I really admire them. Really nice performance, and it was the race of my life.
What a weekend. It's been an amazing drive, an amazing year. You're still in this overall championship fight, though. That's the big one.
Yeah, we've got to win that. Hopefully I'll get the chance to carry on. This was like the most important rally of my career, really, to win that money. And it's hard, but it'll only make us stronger.
With all that drama going on at the end of the stage, there was still a rally winner to crown. Jan Kopecky was in the stage doing what he does well on the sealed surface of the Czech Republic. Bringing the factory Skoda home for yet another win here on his home soil. The new evolution of R5 cars proved to be very strong here this weekend.
Yeah, it's really special because, you know, this is not my home area, so, you know, we won this rally, I think, 7 times or 8 times, so it's really great, you know, and hopefully we can be on the start also next year.
So a dream come true for the Czech driver Filip Mareš, our new ERC1 junior champion, winning that prize. But overall, Kopecky takes the win of the rally, Lukanuk. But overall, Kopecky takes the win of the rally, Ingram second, Mareš third. Mareš taking the big prize of €100,000 towards the final 2 rounds of the season.
We are in the finish, we are champions in ERC1 Junior. Yes.
Every cloud has a silver lining, and with that sterling drive from Chris Ingram this weekend and the demise of Alexei Lukanuk, Ingram leads the championship now by 1 point. He just needs to find the funds to take him to the last 2 rounds of the season. So after all that hot action out in the countryside, it's back to Zlín Centre for the podium celebrations. And as thousands of fans gather in the centre by the City Hall, it's a chance to spray the champagne, and Kopecky wins it for the 5th consecutive time. Ingram leads the championship now. Filip Mareš has a brand new title on his home soil. What a dream come true for him this weekend. But next up, it's round 7, the penultimate round of the season, when we head to the furthest east that we go on the ERC. Next up, of course, it's Cyprus. Rough, tough, dusty, and real hot rally competition ahead. From all of us at the programme on the FIA European Rally Championship, we'll catch you online, we'll catch you on the TV, and we'll catch you next time out in Cyprus.